Hello everybody, it's your buddy Mayank here, and today I've got a tutorial for you guys. And before we begin, let me just show you what you're going to learn today. So I hope you liked that little trailer video. Now what this is a way to shuffle playing cards in your hands, and this is known as the riffle shuffle. Now this is the version in which you hold the cards in your hand. There's another version in which you shuffle the cards in the same manner but on a surface, on a table. But for that I'll make a separate video, and for this video I'm just going to teach you in the hands version. So imagine you are with your friends, you are just hanging around playing some cards, and it's your time to shuffle the playing cards, and then you do this, and everybody else will be like, wow, what the hell was that? Because this shuffle which I'm just about to teach you, it has a little sound effect in the end with that cascade, and that will make you look like a pro card player. So without further ado, let's dive into the tutorial. So this is what I want you to do before we begin the tutorial. I want you to just practice this motion, okay? So what this motion does is, it will help you to execute the riffle shuffle, okay? So how you're going to practice is, let me just first break it down for you. First just start it with a few cards, okay? So the middle finger of your right hand and the ring finger of your right hand goes on the bottom of the packet, okay, and the index finger goes on one side of the packet, and the thumb goes on the top of the packet, okay. Now what you can do the riffling method with two ways, okay. So in one way, you can just apply the pressure from this part of your index finger. Okay, so it will look something like this. It will look something like this. Okay, so it's a very controlled riffle. You have a sturdy grip of cards in your hand, and then you are just going to shuffling the cards. Okay, the other method is, the index finger goes on top behind the packet in the middle, and then you apply pressure from this part of your index finger. Okay, like this, and the grip is very firm with the middle finger and the ring finger, okay. So you don't want to go the packet like this, okay, you don't want that. So for this not to happen, you're going to have a firm grip with these two fingers, okay, and then you can just riffle like that or like that, okay. And I want you to practice this technique with both of your hands, okay, like this. So it's the same grip. The middle and the ring finger goes on the bottom, the thumb on top of the packet, and the index finger on side of the packet, and I'm pressing, applying pressure on this middle part of the two packets with this area of my hand, okay. And the pinky finger is also on the other side of the packet. So it's a very sturdy grip, like this, the pinky finger is out of the way in my case, like that, okay. So just practice this riffling technique, okay. Try to get this down with both of your hands, and once you have it, either like this, where the thumb, where the index finger goes on the back of the packet, or from the this area of both of your hands. Just try riffling cards of two packets, about 26 cards each, with like this. And once you have get this down, this thing, then what you're going to do is, you are going to interlink the two packets together, okay, like that, and then you're going to do the cascade. But before going to the cascade and the riffling method, I would also like to give you two more ways to cut the packet in two hands. Okay, so there are two ways. Okay, the two ways are, first you can just riffle, which you have just practiced the riffling technique. Either you can riffle half of the cards of the full deck, like these are about 26 cards, and then you can just release the pressure from these two fingers and let the packet fall in the other hand. Okay, at speed it looks like that, and then you're going to grip the other packet in the same grip as the right hand. Okay, so the index finger on one side, thumb on top, middle and ring finger on the bottom, and the pinky on the other side. So this grip. Okay, so either you can riffle off half the cards and then you can just let it fall on the other hand. So the riffling technique which you have just done, like this or like this. So riffling and let the grip slightly let go of the grip from middle and ring finger and let the packet fall and grip it again. And then you can do the riffling and interlinking of the cards. Okay, the other method, which is kind of a bit easier, is to just swing cut the cards like that. So in order to swing cut the cards, what you're going to do is you're going to have the cards in this grip. Okay, so in this grip, the middle finger and the ring finger are on the top right portion of the deck, and the thumb is at the center of the deck. Okay, I hope you can see this. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to cut about half of the cards from your index finger like that. Okay, so this is just an exaggerated view, and then you're going to just pivot the cards like that. And when you pivot the cards like that, your middle finger goes out of the way for just a second, so that the upper packet which you have just cut with your index finger can pivot. Okay, so you cut the packet with your index finger, and then you release your middle finger out of the way, and then you pivot the cards. Then you complete the pivoting with like this action. So the ring finger of your left hand comes in play, comes in contact, controls the pivoting. Now it's pivoting against my right hand's thumb. Okay, as you can see. So very slow motion again. I cut, lift off about half of the packet, middle finger goes out of the way, the index finger continues pivoting, middle fingers come back. Now the left hand comes into play, left hand's the ring finger goes in contact with the this top left portion of the packet, continues pivoting, it pivots alongside my right hand's thumb, and then it goes in the grip which I have taught you earlier. Okay, so these are the two methods in which you can just either riffle the cards, release the pressure, and then just re-grip the cards in the riffling position to interlink the cards, or you can just do the swing cut method. You just cut and just take the cards in the other hand. So from here it's the same. You are now going to interlink the cards together like that, and this is now going to be the same technique which you have just practiced, which is of riffling. So you have got the two packets in both of the hands, and then you're going to just continue doing the riffling technique which you have just practiced. So instead of riffling in the air, you're going to riffle the cards close to one another so that they interlink on top of one another. Okay, just like that. Okay, so let me first just show you this in slow motion. Riffling, releasing the pressure, packets goes in both of the hands. Again, I'm pressing the center back of the two packets with this area of the thumb of my hand, sorry, of both hands. Now riffling again close to one another so that the cards interlink and goes on top of one another like that. And then you're going to do the cascade. Okay, so for cascade, what you're going to do is the grip is going to remain the same. The index finger of both hands are going to come off. Okay, pinky fingers are out of the way. The grip is the right hand thumb goes on this junction of the two packets. Okay, on top of the junction of the two packets, just like that, and it's going to hold the packets together. Okay, you are going to apply pressure from the bottom of two fingers, of these two fingers, the ring finger and the middle finger, like this area, you are going to apply pressure from this area now. Okay, so let me first show you what I mean. So you are in this position now. The right hand thumb goes on top, the left hand middle and ring finger and the right hand middle and ring finger goes a bit further deep into the packets. Okay, so earlier they were here, now they come there. Okay, and then you're going to apply pressure from the bottom of middle and ring finger of both hands, the area which I have just showed you. So you're going to apply pressure from there. So you're going to bend the cards like that. Okay, you are bending the cards and you are keeping your thumb right there so that they don't go like this. Okay, so your right hand's thumb keeps the card in position when you are bending them. Okay, so pressure from the bottom of ring and middle finger of both hands. Then you're going to open up your the ring and middle finger of both hands, and then you're going to release the pressure from the bottom of ring and middle finger. Okay, so when you release the pressure, the cascade occurs. This is the cascade, guys. This is known as the cascade. Okay, so once again, you swing cut or you riffle, you got the two packets in both of your hands, and then you riffle them together like that, interlinking them. Right hand's thumb goes on the junction of the two packets in the center. The pressure comes from the bottom of ring and middle finger of both hands, and the ring and middle finger goes a bit deep. Then you open up middle and ring finger of both hands, and then you release pressure, and then the cascade occurs. So once again, in very slow motion, I'm going to demonstrate it for you guys like this. Riffle, packet goes in this grip of both hands, pressure comes from the bottom of index finger or from the knuckle part of the index finger. It's up to you, whatever you feel like you can do that. So either this or like this, it's up to you. Okay, and then you can just going to just place your right hand thumb on like this, bend the cards and do the cascade. That's it. And in full speed, the riffle shuffle looks like this, like this, like this, and like this. And it's a very beautiful shuffle, guys. So guys, that was it. That was the riffle shuffle. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys practice this shuffle, because this may look a bit hard, but this is not hard. You can get this down if you just do a little bit of practice. So just practice and just shuffle the cards, and just let me know in the comments. Okay, if you have any questions, if you didn't get any move, if you're facing any difficulty while doing this shuffle, I will try to help you guys out. And yeah, just practice the shuffle before doing it in front of anybody else, because you may just get the cards all over the place if you do not practice well. Okay, so that was it for today's videos, guys. I hope you guys liked the today's tutorial, and practice this and become a pro card player in front of your friends and family. And if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye and take care.